Brian with Grand Roofing. On this beautiful day, we're going to do a slightly different video for you guys. We're going to go and do a live walkover inspection of a roof that I got a call on yesterday about a leaking chimney. The history on this is it's got about a 3-year-old roof, chimney's leaking. They contacted the contractor, said it was out of warranty after 3 years, so we're looking at it for them. They were not going to be home. I figured I'd work this one in on my first stop into town here, which it is. I believe it's September 30th, Thursday, September 30th. So I did a video recently about a wall flashing. I'm still editing it for you guys. It's like 2 hours. Got to cut it down for you, so I'm still working on that. But I talked about flashing on a wall and extending the corner, and I maybe didn't do a good visual. So instead of saying why we do something, I'm going to show you kind of why. It's a good prime example of it. So I got here. It's fairly steep. It's an 812, 2-story, so it's going to hurt if you fall. I got my first ladder up down here. Got the good trusty telescoping ladder, which, by the way, link in the description down below. You've got to check this thing out. It's super versatile. But I set it up here on this lower flat section, thinking it'd be a good spot. Jump up here, and I see this corner, and I want to shoot this for you guys. So they flashed all this. Looks like they added some flashing in here. But the corners and why it's important to extend, or at a minimum, put the accordion-style flashing on, which I say they do if it's new construction, but a re-roof, it's never going to happen, especially with cedar siding like this. It's pretty brittle and in bad shape. They did shove a piece of flashing in flat, but look at the gaping hole right here. Even though there is a good overhang of the soffit, most of the rain falling straight down will be diverted past. Most of the water coming down is going to be where I'm sitting on at the wall. But you do get a big southerly blowing wind to the north or out of the east to the west. It's going to hit this siding, come running down in this area, and you've got that gaping hole right there where the water could potentially get in, which is probably right over the exterior wall of this 2-story part. So anyway, that's the first thing I seen. That's why I wanted to put the video on, bring the GoPro up with me. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. We're going to go check out these other chimneys up here, see where the issue is. They didn't tell me there's two. They just said there's a leak on a chimney, so we're going to go look at them. Follow along, thumbs up. At the end of the video, if you like it, consider subscribing. Let me know if you not like this kind of unedited, uncut video leak inspection kind of stuff. I'm gonna put the GoPro on, we'll go get started. So real quick, what I should finish up here, because of that hole, the flashing that comes down, instead of cutting it and wrapping it, which you typically see, or this just completely straight up missing, they could have taken this piece, bent a very small lip, and shoved it under GoPro. Let me get the GoPro down here. There you go. Should have bent a little lip up and shoved it right in between this piece of siding right here, just to get a channel, and bend it at a 45, just to get any water running down this onto the shingle and not dripping into this little hole right there. That would have easily been a simple fix. To get the accordion style, never going to happen getting in between there. Then they could have flashed up. So let's go see the first chimney right up here. Now this is interesting. Old tar and fiber. You can see it's old, it's brittle, it's hard, it's old, it's flared out right here. Whoever did this roof obviously ripped out the flashing. It doesn't appear to be any flashing in there. They just put a very thin bead of silicone down the wall. That is not good. That's not good quality. I'm saying it's probably safe to say, yep, there's no flashing on the bottom. And again, no flashing. You can see they ripped it out. Shingles right up, relying on caulking. No flashing. You can see clearly right here. So any rain hitting this west wall of brick, running down into this crack right here, could easily be part of the problem. This isn't a slap some tar on type thing, even though there's plenty of guys out there in my area that will do that and throw a high price on it, probably because people don't want to get up here and do it, so they'll smear some tar on there and charge buku bucks. My opinion, what this needs is it needs completely flat barred and remove shingles out on all sides, shingle it back up, put a piece of coil stock in the bottom, step flash, extend your corners. Right here's a little different. Same on this side. Then grind a channel into all of the brick, bend some aluminum counter flash, tuck it into the bend marks, caulk around the top, and you're good. Let's go look at the other chimney. By the way, just noting, since I saw it, that's more than 3 years old. They didn't even bother to do anything or address that or that rusty steel. Hopefully I can do this in about 5 minutes or less. I don't even know where I'm at on time. And this is looking very similar. No flashing, it appears. Old tar with a bit of new caulking. And we have a hole. Yep, we've got, again, no flashing, no attempt of flashing. It would have been better to keep the old flashing that was up here. So now rainwater is running down here and it's getting in here and rotting this wood out. I don't know which chimney is actually leaking, but in my opinion, this is going to be it. And the other one's not far off if it's not already. Chances are it's probably leaking running in an interior wall, because I know the neighborhood I'm in, the chimneys are usually encapsulated, so probably don't even know it, but they're probably leaking. Again, this is a complete reflash here. That's what I'll quote for it. Let me know what your thoughts are. Quick topic. We're at 6 minutes, so I need to wrap this up. If you're a contractor, what kind of warranties on your workmanship do you give? Just curious. Let's drop a comment down below. Is it 3 years, at 5 years, at 10 years, at lifetime, you know, whatever. If you do it right and it's not going to leak, not going to have an issue, it's going to last. If you, what is it, a 30-minute or a 3-mile or 30-mile warranty or whatever, as soon as they drive away, it's gone. I feel that's kind of maybe what happened here. You pay for what you get typically. There's many different markets and prices and scenarios that go into pricing on repairs and roof installs. But there's a flat minimum across the board for any reputable contractor for labor costs and material costs. If you want to fight for that little that sounds terrible, low-hanging fruit, or that next job, and you want to work all day for free, then go for it. I'm trying to build a reputation, the brand. People ask prices. My market is beat down. This market, I don't even want to tell you, it's in the mid 200s for a complete re-roof, material, labor, and all, so it's bad, real bad. That's why I don't really get into pricing very much. I'm trying to get out of my local area. So anyway, you don't work for free, neither do I. Until next time, be safe, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, check out the links down below, and we'll see you on the next one.